What is up, guys? Alrighty, so guys, clicked on this video. You guys are looking for my transformation video. You guys have found it, but I'm gonna shake it up. We are doing a voiceover / whiteboard commentary to kind of show you guys the 3 things that you need to do to achieve a transformation that is similar to mine in regards to gaining size. Obviously, you won't look like me ever because I have my own genetics and you have your own, but you can do the same things that I did to optimize gaining as much size as possible. So I'm gonna roll some pictures, some awesome music, and you guys can go ahead and see where I started and where I am now.
As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town.
So there was the pics, there was the hard style, and that was what I did in these last 5 years. And now it's time to go over the 3 things that you need to do to gain the most size. All right, so now we're gonna be like a teacher now, guys. Okay, I got the whiteboard out right here. I got the subject of the day is gains, obviously. And so, number 1, starting off right here, you guys already know, calorie surplus. Now, I wanna say one thing, I wanna preface. These 3 things you've heard all the time, okay? And it gets really, really repetitive, but I also have some sub-points here that I'm gonna go over to go more in depth. Because most guys just say, eat more food. Well, okay, well, like, what do you mean? And, you know, where do I stop, right? So I'm gonna go a bit more in depth with sub-points. So, calorie surplus. What does that mean? It basically means that you're eating over the amount of calories that you need to maintain your weight. How do you find this out? Track your macros, okay? There's MyFitnessPal, there's multiple calculators online, okay? They all are averages. So go ahead and figure out what your average is and then see if you can maintain your weight. If you don't, eat more. If you drop weight, eat less, and you'll find what you need to maintain. And then your calorie surplus is any calories over that maintenance that allows you to gain weight. Some's 100, some is 250. For me, it's 500. Works out great for me. So that's right there. Okay, once you start eating all these calories, what do you do when you stop gaining weight? That's when you increase the amount of food over time, but take it slow, okay? Not everybody is able to eat, 4,000 calories every day and stay lean. That's just not how the world works, okay? Some of us can, some of us can't, all right? So make sure that you are always taking it slow and increasing over time when your weight slows down. All right, now number 2 is going to be sleep. And these are in order of importance, okay? I have sleep above training, and here's why. Sleep is everything. You have to think of your body as a machine and like your phone, right? Now, we all know what happens when you use your phone for way too long, okay? If you guys fall asleep and you watch movies or YouTube like I do on your phone, you'll find that over time, if your phone doesn't have time to rest on the lock screen, you will kill your battery. And my phone, I just got a new iPhone, feel kind of good, but my old one would die after like an hour of using it. Like it would be down to like 20%. So you have to sleep to recharge your battery. Otherwise, none of this stuff matters, okay? I do have food over sleep because you have to eat. I mean, we all have to eat every day, right? But people can still lose weight and not sleep just from not eating food. So that's why I have that above there, okay? So, sleep. What do you do when it comes to sleep? Well, you have to schedule. What I mean by that is, when I grew up in my transformation, I would sleep more than I do now, and I'm actually getting back into that, and that's why I'm seeing so much better results now currently. So, what do I mean by scheduling your sleep? Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. That is ideal, okay? Your body runs on circadian rhythms. These are things that the body needs to function and you know, any hour before midnight is worth 2. So your body wants to sleep from 10 to 6 or 11 to 7. That's like the ideal time that your body wants to sleep. So, you know, anybody who works night shifts, you're always going to be playing catch up and not getting adequate sleep, right? But we do the best we can, because sleep is better than no sleep, even if that sleep is not going to be the best. More is better. Guys, I shit you not, I got a little bit lucky, and I went to college when I was 15, so I could make my own schedule. And there were days where I would sleep 12 hours every single day. And those were the days that I was so strong, guys, unreal. I was shredded, it was living good, and my body was at peak performance, okay? Because not only did I have this in check, and was eating healthy and the adequate amount of calories, I had this going to bed at the same time every day, waking up at the same time, and it was over 9 hours to 12 hours every single day. That's huge, okay? Number 3, and the one that people are probably thinking, why is this at the very bottom? Well, because it doesn't take a PhD user to pick heavy shit up and put it down, okay? It's easy to lift up a rock and throw it the furthest, all right? That's why it's down here. This shit right here, this is where all the smarts come in, okay? This is where all the brains come in, where you actually have to work hard to eat good and sleep good. But training's the fun part, it's the easy part. You go and pick heavy shit up. So of course it's number 3 because it's easy, all right? But there are still some brains that come into this and where we can do it better. Strength program. It's not just working out, it's a strength program. I did bodybuilding for the longest time, and what I mean by that is I did hypertrophy, just going for the pump, you know, 10 to 12 reps, 4 or 5 sets, non-stop. And let me tell you, it was great. It was fun. I got pumps, but I did not see an increase in my overall size to the extent that I wanted until I started doing a strength program. And also I was stronger when I started doing this. So what does that mean? Any strength program that you can find, okay? You know, whether it's David Lade's or, you know, Omar Yusuf's, right? Any kind of strength program that has 1 rep maxes, you need to find it and run one, right? And then once you do run one, you need to have deloads. Deloading basically is where after you run your program for about 4 to 6 weeks, you're gonna need to take a week off where you lower the volume, but you can keep the intensity there. So you're gonna lower the amount of sets and reps that you're doing on the bench or the squat, but you're gonna go ahead and keep the same weight. Or you can actually lower the weight and keep the set and reps. You're basically gonna need to train around 50%-ish, don't quote me on that, rather than being up in 75%, 100% of your 1 rep max. Now, I'm not here to talk about powerlifting and percentages and RPE, so take that with a grain of salt. I can go over that more later on, but deload every 5 to 6 weeks, sometimes 4 if you're a pretty advanced lifter. One thing to note is that this right here is non-existent if you're in like your first 1 to 2 years of training, because your body can literally get hit by a truck and recover overnight when you first start training, because it's not used to the stimulus. So me doing this for 5 years, I have to deload every 4 to 5 weeks or I feel like crap, joints ache, fatigue, overall just tired. My CNS is fried, right? So that right there is number 3, strength program. You know, hopping on a decent program, you know, 4-week long split, squat, bench, deadlift, just really hammering those out, focusing on your compounds while also adding in a bit of isolation and hypertrophy, you know, through more of your isolation movements like flies and tricep pushdowns, all that jazz. That is the most optimal way, in my opinion, to gain size. So there we have it. Right there, my top 3 tips for the gains, for gaining size. I'm really excited for you guys to watch this because I think that I've done the whole, you know, cool music video and with like awesome pictures and oh, I'm so aesthetic full, you know, and it's great, you know, it's fun. I really enjoy those, but they've never taken off the way I want. So I figured, why not shake it up? Rob Lipset, thank you for the idea for having the whiteboard. You are the man. I'm gonna meet you one day, it's gonna be good. But this is what I wanted to do today, to actually give you guys more information instead of just entertainment. So once again, for the gains, what do? Number 1, start eating good, all right? Figure out what your maintenance is, eat whatever calories over you need to see the scale go up. Increase it slowly over time. Once your body starts to adapt, take it slow or you'll become a chunky monkey. Number 2, sleep. If you can, have a schedule, same time you go to bed, same time you wake up, over and over again, and sleep more and more, because more is better, all right? And number 3, what the fuck is that? Number 3, strength program. Get on a strength program, whatever one you want, create your own, but just be sure that you are 1 rep maxing, all right? You find one, like I just said, and you actually run one. And of course, if you are outside of the first 1 to 2 years of training, then be sure that you deload, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Preston Gifford. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.